Hi, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy review. This time we're taking a look at the Batman the Animated Series Penguin figure from Kenner in 1992, and this comes with a Hypno Spin umbrella launcher. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take a closer look at the figure. Okay, so taking a look at this figure, this is one of my more favorite looking penguins. I mean, I love, this is more of the, he's kind of a cross between the traditional penguin and the penguin from Batman Returns. I love, his cloak. Let me take his little umbrella off. But I love the way they did the cloak. I mean, it's got that flowing cloak, and it is 100% removable. And here's his little peg that you can attach as an umbrella device. But really nice looking detail. I mean, he's got the top hat, the monocle, I mean, the typical penguin stuff. But he's got that, that penguin looking hand from like Batman Returns. I love the way they did him, and he looks great. They did a good job with molding, and under the cloak they didn't just cheap out. He's got the pinstripe pants, so definitely a a more modern take on the traditional penguin. He just has more of that darker look that they started going for the penguin. Now, he's kind of hard to stand. It's just I kind of have to have him tilted forward to get him to stand. So with his little Hypno umbrella that launches, it's kind of, makes him front heavy. But you can clip it on his arm, but it doesn't really work real well. And it also has a little peg that pegs into the back of the figure. And like I said, you can if you pull this down enough, you can have it where he can have the umbrella on when he's standing. But he doesn't stand very well. But the way this feature essentially works is, there's two ways. I mean, there's really no really wrong way to do it, but you just put the umbrella on, and then you can either spin it and it will click, or if you push down on this, you can spin it where it doesn't make the clicking noise. And it's basically just like a top, like a spring-loaded top. So you're gonna kind of wind up the spring, and then all you're gonna have to do, and it's just gonna fly off my screen, but you push this button right here and it just spins. I don't know which way it's gonna spin, and that's all there is to it. And here we have a size comparison. So here we have Batman from the Kenner Batman the Animated Series toy line with the Penguin from that toy line, and you can obviously see that they did scale them correctly. Penguin is shorter than Batman, and they look great together. Batman the Animated Series had that darker vibe than what we were used to with Batman, and the Penguin and the way they made him. I mean, he's really cool. He's a very iconic character. Some people don't like the Penguin as much, obviously, as some of the other villains. Penguin's always been one of my favorites, and I really enjoy this figure. I think his umbrella is kind of cheap. It's just kind of a stupid gimmick. I wish they would have just given him like an umbrella, even if it was like a molded one that was like shut, that maybe he had like a little blade that stuck out of the end, that he could fight with it. So, I mean, this is kind of, to me, a little bit garbage, but I mean, it's still cool, but it's very hard to use, especially for kids to play it. You can't really aim it very well. But another fantastic toy in the Batman the Animated Series toy line. This is one of my favorite toy lines. And once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.